Hey guys, what's good?
Me.
Long time no see.
I know, it's been a whole week.
Our whole entire week. I'm D.
I'm Lish.
And this is Allow It. Exactly. Welcome back, people.
Welcome back.
Slightly somber though today.
Welcome back.
I don't know. Is that a song again? Who sang that song?
Mace.
What is Mace talking about? What's the Disney situation? Where is Mace?
Oh, he has a podcast.
Has he said anything in his podcast?
I think he did.
What did he say?
I can't remember. But yeah, he has a podcast with Cam.
And he said, with Cam Newton?
No, Killer Cam. Cameron. Dipset. Not Cam Newton.
No, I was like, Cam Newton. I said, not him. I said, that's a strange combination.
No. Not Cam Newton.
If you remember what he said, please let us know next time, because it would be interesting to hear what he said.
Yeah,
because that was literally his right-hand man. No pun intended.
Yeah, I think Cam was like taking the piss out of him, like, oh, you know about the parties or whatever. I can't remember.
Of course, if he said anything specific.
Yeah,
exactly.
I haven't watched like a full episode of their pod.
You just
like
the clips. Yeah. Okay. So that's clearly not part of my algorithm. I had no clue I had a podcast.
Yeah.
But everybody and their mama has one. And
here we are. Everybody.
How's your week been, man? Jesus. This week.
Man, it's gone by really quick.
It did, right?
Yeah. It's gone by really fast.
Very, very quick. I was doing a lot of home improvements and putting stuff together, which is actually now turning to be quite therapeutic. Sounds very strange, but now that, you know, when something is together, eventually you're like, okay, cool. Yeah. I have been finessing the screws though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not finessing the screws.
You know, so when you get to a certain point, right, of putting something together, and then you realize that it should have been that size instead of that size.
Yes.
And then it's just one screw, really. Yeah. So if you take apart one screw, you can turn it around. So that one won't have a screw.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not taking the whole entire thing
I've done
apart.
that with I put together a chair and I put the seat part backwards. It was like the wrong side.
Right. Would you notice? Oh.
I turned it back. I
unscrewed everything?
I unscrewed it.
Oh, no.
Because I was just like, because then I put the other one, it was two seats. So the other one was the right way. So I was like, I can't.
You can't. Oh, that's some investment though when it's putting stuff together. There's instructions be dodgy as hell.
Oh,
they'd be like, left, right, put one side to this. I'm just
I think they do that on purpose because they want you to pay for somebody to come and assemble.
Oh, of course, that's true. 150, bro.
Those instructions are crazy.
150 on Amazon Prime or £100. It starts from £100 for assembly upwards, which is diabolical. And I'm sure you can find someone, you know, it's not regulated. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like in America, it's regulated. Yeah. You've got, what is that app called again? The one that
states. TaskRabbit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's like an Uber of putting stuff together.
My mom had somebody put together her outdoor trampoline.
Okay.
But then he did something else for her, and he didn't do it properly.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So he's like a college student trying to make extra money.
I can imagine. Yeah. By regulated, I mean at least if they turn out to be a serial killer.
Oh, yeah.
Like your body will be found.
Yeah.
Your body parts, your body, something. You know, it will be found eventually. Or their number plate or something. That's what I mean by regulated.
Yeah.
Here it's just wishy-washy here and there.
Just anybody.
So someone from Gumtree and anybody gonna turn up.
Anybody gonna turn up. Anybody
gonna turn up and then you're stuck with your little situation. Yeah. But we did worse when we were 20, so I don't know why we're so scared now.
I know. I was just like, wow.
Way worse.
The anxiety as an adult, maybe because we're parents, I don't know. Because now you know you're responsible for somebody.
Yeah, I guess it's because you're responsible for someone. So
what do they say? Live fast, die young. Yeah,
that was the motto then.
I was definitely living fast.
Not now.
Yeah,
because I'm like, who's gonna teach my sons how to?
See? Yeah. So I think that's why.
Exactly.
Ooh, when I think about when I think about
I'm trying to be around for a long time.
All the craziness, man.
The craziness, man.
Wow. It's like you just got out by the hair of your chin.
Didn't even think about this then. We would just go to work the next day like nothing.
Yeah, you don't think about anything. You're just like...
Life, living. Last night was a bad one still.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you could have died.
Yeah, no. Outrageous.
This dropped up Mercedes-Benz through the Blackwall Tunnel.
Oh, that's wild.
Where my weakness. If a ninja was out of those, the Mercedes, where you've got the drop top, or where you got the whole
the sky roof,
thing, the Blackwall Tunnel.
That's actually wild behavior
all the time. On a daily. But then
with your bottle,
with what? With my bottle and my miniskirt.
With a bottle.
My bottle, my miniskirt, and my bald head. What's crazy, ninjas were all over me and my bald head. I don't know why. All this whole, ninjas one, what is it called? All the way to your back. They want the lace to the. I had no hair for 10 years and I was not lacking. I tell you that now.
Yeah,
I was never lacking. Yeah.
Guys say they have a type, but then you always see them
with the opposite of exactly.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who am I? I have a type.
Yeah.
But am I with my type?
And now if I go through, let's not discuss that on a day like this. It's too overcast outside to be discussing that.
Let's not tap into that.
Let's not tap into types.
Oh my God.
Now that I think of it, now if I'm to go through that Blackwall Tunnel, I'm closing my windows because I'm like, the air in here is iffy. I was like, mouth all wide open. No care in the world.
Yeah.
No care in the world. There used to be like an Afrobeat club just in Greenwich, just outside the Blackwall Tunnel. It was literally as soon as you come out the Blackwall Tunnel, and it would be to the left. And I was still as tomboy as ever then too. I was still in my miniskirt, but with my Timbs, of course, and an oversized t-shirt. But I never used to go there and dance either. I would literally just be holding just there just for the vibes with my bottle. Just there for the vibes of my bottle. I was really that ninja in the club that just stays in the corner and just watches people. That was me. I was like the bouncer.
Crazy time. I was even thinking about gypsy cabs, like how there was no such thing as Uber.
I used to say, Uncle, how much?
Yeah.
And Uncle will be telling you £15. You'd be like, nah, get it.
No.
You'd be like, all right. How much you want to pay? Be like, I got 12.
What? I remember I used to have this one guy. I used to give him like $3.
Not $3
to take me.
What was the distance? Give me an example.
It wasn't far. It was like, let's say, from like Westfield to Holland Park.
Okay, that's not far. So $3 is more than enough. Because Uber's charging now, what is it, £5?
Yeah, exactly. So
that was more. That was actually decent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was decent. He was still getting what he needed to get.
$2.
Yeah, exactly.
And then sometimes, if I was really sweet, he gave me the ride for free.
There you go. Depending on how you're speaking to him on the day. Wow, we really risked our lives.
Yeah.
Our lives are risked at a constant. And then
risky.
There's dudes outside the club just parked.
Oh my gosh.
Where you going?
What?
Well, where you going?
What?
That was my question.
You know how many times
where you going?
I hopped in a car with somebody I
want to know where you going. He's like, nah, I want to know where you going. I'll be like, wherever you going, I'm going.
I'm going where you're going. What? Nah.
Oh, God, the joys. Nah. The joys, because then there was no expectations. Like,
true, why are people so crazy now?
Or people are so, I think it's just because sex is so unregulated now. Like, it's everywhere. So I think maybe this is the reason why. Because if I tell you none of them ninjas tried and grow this, all of that stuff happening now, they never did. You would get dropped off at your house safe. And then he would say, can I have your number? You'd give him a number that was lacking one digit.
Yeah.
And then he would go about his night and leave you alone. There was none of these people's fingers getting chopped off and all of that stuff.
I think I only got cursed out once for giving somebody the wrong number. He was like, all right then, you stupid bitch. You said you ain't cute anyways. Fucking bitch. So I was like, damn, nigga, alright.
No, you ain't cute anyway.
I was like, okay. I think, yeah, that was the only time. Then I started doing the like, okay, I'll give the wrong number because that kind of shook me a bit. I was just like, wow, okay.
That would have never shocked me. I think a lot of dudes were like, oh, but you think you're all that, you think you're stoosh, you think you're this. Like, I got a whole lot of that because I just didn't interact. I was just really there for the vibes.
Yeah.
So I wasn't interacting much. Of course, when there was a sweet one, I would, eye contact, but you still wouldn't see me no whining, no waist. Show me a video. Show me one. I dare you.
Yeah, I was dirty wine.
Yeah, of course you were. I see it now. You dirty hoe.
Dirty wine. Was breaking my neck.
I bet you. Sweat trickling down your back.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't sweating.
You had to.
I glistened.
You were glistening.
I was glistening.
I'm sick of you. They wouldn't know. Look at you now, a whole boss lady. People would have no clue.
I was dirty whining back then.
Anyway, what a nice and chilled way to start the podcast since it's been such a somber and crazy.
It's been a crazy week.
It's been a crazy week. You always said anyway that Kamala, right? Because I need to say it properly.
Mrs. Harris,
Miss VP, Mrs. VP.
Yes.
DVP? How do you say it again? VP. Just VP.
Yeah.
People are forgetting she's still the VP,
she's
by the way.
The vice president.
Yeah. People are just the vice president.
She's still got a job.
Exactly. And she's got that until end of January. Yeah.
January.
Exactly. People are, did you see the
mid-Jan?
Yeah, did you see the mural that they painted over 2 minutes after she lost?
Yeah, I heard
they're out of control.
He covered it up. The guy did say that it's temporary. I mean, the election is over. It did say vote.
Oh yeah. Keep it pushing. Exactly. But he could have covered the vote bit and just kept the mural.
The next mural.
Exactly.
Space.
But yeah, I said we kind of I don't know. I was slightly hopeful because I always assume that majority will come up with sort of a more favorable conclusion. But however, we've seen with Brexit here in the UK, with the Ukraine situation, with now Trump again being president again for the second time.
Meeting another female again.
Of course. We've seen that actually, democracy is what it is. Unfortunately, the majority...
The people spoke, and that's what they wanted. A lot of people were obviously lying about who they wanted to vote for.
Exactly.
But they spoke. He won the popular vote. He actually beat her by
quite a significant number. I didn't even look at the stats because I was that bothered. This time round, I said, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to do that to myself. Yeah. I'm going to start deleting the menstrual apps. That's what I'm going to start doing.
Can we talk about that? Why?
For context.
Why are we deleting that? What did he say?
Remember last week, guys, when I said that on Threads, and not just on Threads, actually, I think on YouTube, on Instagram, or wherever, all this social media, even on TikTok, apparently it's like huge as well. All of this fear mongering about how we should all be prepared, for something to happen. And you should start collecting bottles of water and first aid stuff and start stashing your cash and download navigation apps and what else was he saying? Get torches, all sorts of stuff that these people were saying. And there's one guy specifically again on Threads said that women should start deleting their menstrual apps. And we were just all wondering. There was like about 100 responses.
Everybody, why?
But why? So why are we deleting the menstrual apps?
Are they just going to be like targeting the women that are fertile?
I don't know. I guess it's in a way where they're saying that, they're tracing your cycle, so therefore tracing your fertility.
I don't know.
It's weird. It's very strange.
Delete
I don't know
the
where
apps.
I don't know where
I want to
that came
know
from.
in the comments, please.
Yeah,
why would
why
you
would
think we need to
start
delete the
deleting our menstrual
menstruation app?
apps. It just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense whatsoever. But they are out here telling us to stack a whole lot of things, but I still haven't. Have you still collected anything? Have you got your first aid box?
I've always had a first aid box.
Okay, anything else? Have you stashed your
However,
water?
I know when it's time to fight or flight. I don't know. I'm probably neither. I'm probably just gonna sit there and be like, it is what it is. What can you do?
Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
If I have to do all of that,
Of course, exactly. What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, black women, unfortunately, we just always get the short end of the stick.
just tired.
Yeah, we're just been tired.
Tired.
Been tired. I sent you the video of how I've been tired all year.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And the girl's like, can you do something about it, please?
Tired.
Because you're just out here, burnout. So what should we do then? Should we stop working? Should we stop raising our children?
Help, then she can't help you.
Yeah, that's very
She
true.
can't help you. That doesn't work. I just can't
Exactly, I
help you.
just can't help you. I guess we should, apparently stop raising our children, stop working. Just
stop.
Just stop doing everything
Yeah.
and enjoy universal credits and everything else.
Even that, I mean, it's not even enough to enjoy peace of mind. I don't know
No,
how
of course,
people
because you over
are
here
living on
scrapping
that.
in Iceland with the £1 meal deals.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
It's a struggle.
No.
It's a struggle for anyone, let alone, especially for the people that actually have like disabilities and can't work for a reason and all of that stuff. And then let alone the people that actually can work, but are just choosing not to work because just they don't feel like it.
They're just tired.
And also it'll be very strange for me because I think that my son will be like,
What are you
"You're
doing?
not doing anything?"
Yeah, what are you doing? I don't know. I guess it's weird times. It's like that meme that I found where this girl, she's crying and she's like, me with a job, me without a job, and me looking for a job. It's just like it's lose-lose. You just can't win.
I don't know. And then they say do what you love because if you do what you love, you never feel like it's work.
That's bullshit.
You'll still feel like it's work.
Yeah.
What
you love has now turned into work.
Exactly, because the rent still needs to be paid and these bills need to be paid and everything else in between. So all of that is actual pure nonsense. And the children need to be fed and they need to look good. Well, in my opinion. Some people would rather not look after their children. But that's another story for a different day.
That's
another episode.
Hard episode.
That's another episode. But for those who prefer to look after the children that they give birth to. Why are we laughing? It's not funny. But please try and look after your kids, please.
It's important.
It's actually important.
Yeah.
It's part of the criteria.
It's important.
It's part of the criteria of having children. Like the people who choose not to have children, they're like, this is exactly why I chose not to have children.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, then relax. It's like, the child is having a tantrum about pasta.
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, it is what it is. Speaking of children, though.
Yeah, go on.
It's funny.
It's still crazy to me that we have 5 children.
I know, between us. Nuts. Madness. They're talking about the fact that the kids can't read. And I'm like,
whose kid can't read?
That's why I was just like, what's going on?
Their kid can't read?
That kids can't read? What's going on?
Africans will say, God forbid, return to sender.
Return to sender. But I'm just like, what's happening that kids are not reading?
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Apparently because they're saying like, okay,
So there's just a high level of illiteracy?
This digital age that we're living in. Kids are too tuned into their gadgets and stuff
maybe,
like
but that still has some reading.
There has to be, right? Yeah. So I was just like, why? Greg also told me when he was teaching as well.
Hey, Greg, what's good?
Hi, Greg. He was saying that He was like, yo, Lee, she was like, these kids can't read.
Wowza.
He's like, these kids can't read.
It don't shock me. There's no men out here that can't read either. Shots fired.
I don't know why this girl's like, I don't know why.
So that actually don't surprise me. If I deep it,
I have no
it ain't surprising.
My chest.
Pew, pew, pew. Oh, Jesus.
With that being said, please take care of your kids and also please make sure that
your
reading.
kids can read.
Yes, please.
That would be helpful.
Tap into them.
Yeah, no,
make sure they're reading.
Yeah, exactly.
Get them off of those iPads.
Yeah. Even if they got their iPads for a couple of hours, put the captions on.
Yeah,
they have no option but to read.
Let them read.
Yeah, they've got no option but to read. I felt bad this week because I just did not have time to go through Cam's spelling with him. And I was like, oh man, he's going to do so bad, blah, blah, blah. Of course he came back. He's like, no, I'm being so good.
No, he's like,
he's like,
I got this.
He said, what's practicing? How's that? I don't need that. Is it any regular day? But I am one of the fortunate ones. There's people out there who have children that it takes a little bit to work. I believe when I was younger, I wasn't one of those kids, but as I started getting older, so let's say towards like high school and stuff, I needed that extra push to do stuff because there was outside influence.
Of course.
So, however, if you have a child that's younger and they're struggling with anything, with their reading, with their mathematics, whatever it may be, please just go and find a tutor.
Yeah.
Give them the help that they need. Don't just badger them and shout at them.
Yeah.
And say, you don't know this, and why don't you know this?
Layla's a reader, but she struggles in math. But I was a big reader. So,
okay, yeah. I was a huge reader.
Yeah.
He loves CVs and stuff like that, CVs of things. But when they get older, we can start investing in things like tutors. But at the moment, it's still quite young. Yeah. You can still get a tutor for like maybe a language or something. That would be dope. But yeah. I also realized this all comes from a place of privilege because I'm spoiled. I'm spoiling my children.
Princess D.
I do understand this. I know it's not a regular thing to say. Just grab a tutor.
Just grab a tutor.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No, it's not a regular thing to say.
One.
For maybe just a language.
Yeah. Or get yourself an au pair.
Exactly. Just do that. It's just life is just easier.
It's just, yeah. Because people are not suffering out here.
No, they're really not. Man, they said that those interest rates, man, I feel for my people that have just bought houses. Because, man, that interest rate went up that 2 minutes. That woman had her little briefcase outside the thing, smiling. I was like, girl, why are you smiling so hard for?
Bad news.
Exactly. I'm like, why are you smiling so hard for with that crazy ass budget? You've increased the interest rates. People who just bought houses are suffering. Anyone who's thinking of buying a house, forget all about it. That's why this country is just so hard.
That's why they're also really, really targeting these people that are trying to get away with paying inheritance tax.
Of course, exactly. That's the reason. That's really the main reason why it's all really a trap. If you think about it, of course, assets are great. But I don't know. Assets, I think, are better off in the motherland. But that's just my opinion. Inheritance tax,
this is your motherland.
Interest rates. I don't know. That's problematic for you. That's all I gotta say about that.
It is your motherland.
I feel for you. Imagine this being your motherland.
Oh my gosh.
God forgive me.
Who am I to say anything? I don't want to get kicked out of the country.
You kick me out. I swear that's on God. Go ahead. Keep this as evidence.
I don't want to be part of a mass deportation.
They're not doing it here. They're doing that there.
In January.
Of course.
My mom was like, can you believe this? I was like, people got until January to get their shit together. Got until January.
Before Trump starts sending everyone to the rivers. To say, get on the boat and keep it pushing. Keep it all the way pushing. Him and Putin, they're going to be having Starbucks and discussing how they're going to keep people out. It's funny, but it's not funny. I still don't understand how this man, there was like a genuine, the first time round, I said this to a colleague of mine. And I said the first time round, I somehow just had this optimism because I knew that he was going to come out anyway.
Yeah.
I just didn't even think he was going to do his full term. I thought it was just like one of those things where he goes in, does a couple of things, and people are like, okay, oh my God, shit.
Yeah.
We need to fix this and get him out now, right? He did his time.
He did his time.
Exactly. He left.
Did his time.
He went back and he did some nonsense. So not only is this guy a renowned sex offender, a ex-con, a bigot, a racist.
He's the American dream. He's literally
he
the American
actually, now
dream.
that you say it, he is the American dream. The only thing it wasn't taken to his campaigns is gators. It wasn't walking around with a gator. The rednecks love him.
Oh my God.
They're all over that.
You could be whatever you are.
Of course, clearly.
Don't let your past
Don't let your
past dictate
present.
your future.
Or your future.
Yeah, come on now. Be whatever you want.
Wow, it's really wild. And the way he talks about immigrants forgetting his own wife is also crazy to me. Just that lady can barely finish a sentence.
Yeah, apparently he said if you have an accent, you're out of here. I was just like, what?
How about your wife? And her
If you have
family.
an accent, you're out of here. That's a bit extreme. Come on now.
How about your wife?
Yeah, I don't know.
He said she can go to. He's so confused.
Yeah.
Even the bits when he was saying, "Oh, I think Kamala is attractive." I'm just like, what? What in other ways? I can't remember what exactly, but verbatim he said. But he said something really random like that. But yeah, there was a sadness this time around because I just could not believe like the human race could just go and pick up that orange head guy and put him inside there as president again, like president of the free world, like America. Growing up in Zimbabwe, like America was the dream. Like you go to America and everything is like perfect. And
big lights,
everyone, bright lights, big houses. That's where the money, the dollar, like we use the dollar till this day, right?
Dollar bills,
dollar bills indeed. So, our influences heavily influenced by America and just the state that it's in now. It might as well be Zimbabwe. That might as well be Mugabe.
I mean, I guess, people beg to differ. If you see stocks, they went up. They're ready.
I don't know, man.
They're ready for Mr. Moneyman.
I don't know. And this is the reason why I feel like those, what's crazy? A few weeks ago, we mentioned those fashion CEOs and how they were resigning left, right, and center is because they knew something was coming that we just didn't know. And all of this was progressing. And they're like,
everybody, I feel like everybody knew. Come on. As soon as Biden had to step down, I was being optimistic. However, let's be
Uncle man,
for real.
Uncle was tired. He was exhausted.
Let's be for real.
He was stumbling everywhere and stuff. Poor guy. There was just
nobody. Yeah, they didn't have enough time to push anybody else forward. She's there already.
So might as well.
Why not?
Yeah. It's a shame that Michelle will really never run. She said she'll never do it.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, she said she'll never do it. That's the limelight she's not interested in.
No.
Yeah. And I think she don't know when to be quiet. You can't be a president when you're like that. She just be spewing. She's like this. Look at me. I can't be president. I don't know when to shut up. That's not you. Maybe you might be, actually.
I'm too,
you might be able to stop yourself here and there.
I'm just too like...
That's why I also don't think
when things get too like...
Yeah, then you just like, okay.
Kind of like...
And also certain positions in just like, in corporate or in businesses, right? I feel like possibly in my own brand, I could the like highest level
CEO
possible, I can do that. But in like someone else's brand, they'll kick me out straight away because I can't be in them boardrooms pretending. I can't do that. Yeah. I'm not that token person that you can be like, okay, this person is just going to sit there and be quiet and we're going to make these decisions that affect everyone else. And she's not going to say anything and just agree.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. You can still hire me, but we'll see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Exactly.
See how it goes.
I don't mind.
For the COO.
Exactly, or the COO.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind at all. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, I won't be quiet in the boardrooms. I'll speak up for what matters.
For what matters.
And power to the people.
Power to the people.
Exactly.
Indeed.
So we move. It is what it is.
We move.
Yeah. How are people feeling back home? What did they say?
We pray for the best. I mean, obviously, my people, I think I don't really know who voted for Trump.
I know.
Oh, except for...
Yeah.
And there's a few that did not vote at all.
Okay.
Yeah. I know the ones that really, really wanted Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
The one,
Kamala.
I don't want to say her name.
Yeah.
Kamala. Were really, really devastated. Yeah. But yeah, as you said, we move. All we could do is pray and hope for the best. You know, I think everything is written. Yeah. So this was
written.
This was supposed to
another
come
page.
out. Yeah.
You know what's come up to my mind? Who's the Prime Minister right now? Cricket. I forgot.
You know, what is it?
Who is it?
Hair Stommer? Keith Stommer?
Forgotten that ninja's name. I was thinking, who's the Prime Minister here? Now that I think about it, I said, who's doing the work here?
Exactly. You worried about America. Who's here?
That's how much of a lack of charisma that man has.
The Labour Party.
Yeah. The Labour Party is for me, you know that. Yeah. Always been for me. No matter what. But my man has got no charisma whatsoever.
I don't know what
I don't even know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure what's come into play here because everything that's really been advantageous towards, is that a word?
I heard they did a mass deportation for some Africans though.
Which
there was a lot of Nigerians.
Well, they were kicked out for a while. They were tired.
They were sent back.
I don't mind as long as they're not Zimbabweans.
I don't think there were any Zims on the flight.
There you go. Thank you very much. No Zims on the flight. That's what I care about.
I don't think there were Zims on the flight.
But the only thing that's benefited me through this government is the childcare policies. So of course, you know, the extra childcare with that stuff. That's helped me out a lot. But that wasn't him anyway.
Wasn't that put in set?
Before. That was like a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Who was that a year ago? Now people forgot.
Was it Sunak? Was it Rishi?
Okay, then cool. Yeah, so I guess it was Rishi.
The Conservatives have so many prime ministers. I can't.
The list is actually endless.
Yeah.
And I'd forgotten Keith, not because of I'm ignorant, but genuinely because he lacks charisma.
Yeah.
So he's not someone I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's just weird. It's a weird time to be in general. Weird.
Yeah, 2024 has been very tragic. It's been a very eerie year.
And the amount of those celebrities that were following Uncle Trump as well is crazy. I'm just like, wow. But everyone was doing something for a check anyway. So
yeah, of course. I mean, and of course, a lot of black men. They came out. Black men, Latin men.
Black men for Trump.
I think he got maybe about 25% of black men voted for him.
Jesus. And then our producer was just saying 52% white women voted for Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So that's where the numbers were coming from. Yeah. Jesus. So what's the other? I wonder what the other little percentage is.
I don't know.
White women, 25, black and Latina. So, yeah. Jeez, man. To think that Trump has been married president twice is just, it's crazy times. Crazy times. People were crying in those crowds.
They shouldn't have put her against him.
Shout out to Afua, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Our homegirl. She was there covering the election.
Exactly, in Washington, D.C.
Go ahead,
you haven't seen the episodes.
Mrs. Hagan.
Exactly.
Did that thing, girl.
If you guys haven't seen the episodes with our dear friend, please just go back and you'll see them there. She's a world-renowned journalist.
She was there
covering. We are very, very proud of her. Yeah. And I'm not so sure how you kept a straight face. Especially with the guy for Gays for Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Is it white gays for Trump?
Yeah.
Or something? Yeah, the
Gays
poster,
for Trump.
banner, everything.
Yeah.
I don't know how you kept a straight face. This is how you really know that you're a professional.
Oh, she's 100%
girl, that
professional.
That could have
she
never
was like,
been me. Of course.
Okay. All right. I said, all right, girl.
That could have never been me.
Yeah.
That would have never been me. Is there anything you want to discuss this week?
Nope. I was just like, was there anything?
Thanks for contributing.
I contributed my thoughts.
Your thoughts and your
My-
presence has
my
contributed.
My presence is here.
Exactly.
I'm just, I think the week, it's just been, one of those weeks where it's just like, ugh.
I don't know. I was thinking about something on my way here, actually. I was thinking, what is something that, let's say, what's a trend or like something to do with fashion or style that you said you would never, ever wear and now you're wearing? Can you think of anything? I'll start. It's these red tights. I never thought I'd wear colored tights. I remember saying never. It looks so childish. Why would you wear colored tights?
Well, you
it
got
looks
red
crazy.
tights on.
You know why? I don't know. I like it on our people. If that makes sense.
I got you.
Yeah. Otherwise, it looks kind of...
I'm the melanin.
Yeah. And now I see why I said I'd never, because there was a time where our non-people
We're
rinsing the mustard tights.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
I had mustard tights.
Yeah, but you...
Of course. They look good on me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They were rinsing the mustard tights like there was no
Even now that
tomorrow.
I think about it, I'm like, oh, I can't imagine them wearing mustard tights.
Oh yeah, they were wearing mustard tights. They were wearing yellow mustardy tights, green tights, blue tights. And I used to be like, oh, that looks awful. Only because I think maybe it was a combination of the mustard tights with the cat kids and
Oh, yes.
outfits and
yeah.
bags and all of that stuff that they used to put together. So I think it was just a combination of that. So yeah, I would, like, when I bought these, I was like, I can't believe I'm wearing red ties. But honestly, I really like them. I think it's a current trend.
Red tights.
Yeah, red ties with blues and stripes and all of that stuff. Not just for Christmas, but I think the girls have just been doing it for the season in general. Yeah, exactly. And burgundy, like deep reds and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I
got so many. Another one for me is Crocs. I was like, I'll never wear Crocs.
Oh,
now,
yeah, you wear Crocs.
I live in Crocs. I got Crocs in my house, Crocs in my car, Crocs everywhere.
I'm still not.
My kids, they live in Crocs.
My kids live in Crocs.
Yeah.
I'm open to trying them, but
You
I
just
still
don't have a
haven't.
pair.
Yeah,
okay.
that's one thing.
Bet.
Uggs. I still haven't.
I still don't think I'm going to,
I don't think I'm ever gonna wear Uggs.
But I'm not gonna say never, because obviously all these things have happened.
Yeah, true.
Because I've seen, the platform ones, and I was like, okay, these are quite nice. And I saw one of the moms at football, she was wearing hers, and then her partner rocked up, and he was wearing matching ones.
Oh.
I said, no, you're being cute.
Yeah.
Love is so cute.
Whatever. Okay.
He had the male black flat ones, and she had the platform ones. And she was saying, "Oh, I just wish I didn't get the ones with the platform." She's like, "They're not as comfortable, but I should have gotten the flat ones." And I was thinking, "Oh, they actually look nice on her," because she had her A-Lo leggings.
Okay.
The Uggs. She then had just plain white socks or whatever. It just looked cozy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And a coat, a navy coat, and it looked very chic, very comfy. But I went home and I went on the site and I was like,
no. I don't know. I'm like, I have no idea. I feel like, a leather mini skirt. I wore one to my Christmas party last year. I don't know who actually invited a mini skirt.
Are you looking like a man?
Oh my gosh.
Is there any picture evidence? Because
God,
I don't think
no.
I actually ever saw
Like,
you
why?
wearing it.
Why was I wearing a mini skirt?
Oh, you weren't
Because I
comfortable?
only wore it to the Christmas party.
And that was it.
I had no business wearing it to the Christmas party anyways, because it was actually a mini skirt. It was really short. I had to...
No business.
All night.
You were shicking and diving.
Yeah.
Oh no, I hate that
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
That's for you.
All night.
Oh no,
All
no,
night.
no. That's why I hate minis now, because you have to pull it down. I'm not so sure why. When I was younger, I used to wear minis all the time, but I never used to have to pull them down. I'm like, okay, is my booty just bigger now? So maybe that's the reason why. Because my booty was bigger than then.
No.
So yeah, I'm not so sure why, but I never used to have to pull it down. It used to just stay where it was, and no one actually used to like see anything. It's just strange. Of course, I'll wear shorts inside, and that's it. But yeah, never that. All right then, guys, we'll call it a day, a night, an episode. Apparently, people
day and night.
Oh God, don't stop. Who's that?
Keep cutting.
Oh, is he the one who wears skirts now and stuff and black eyeliner? And it's not because of the skirts. If you want to wear skirts, go for it. But it's just that he's just a different person every time. I'm just like, whoa.
He is.
Yeah, he's giving very much.
He's open about suffering from mental health.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He's giving half a cup of tea.
I think he says
It's giving not quite right.
He's very
It's
open
giving
about that.
the screws, one is missing. He's giving there's no instructions.
Not no instructions.
So that's why I can't really quite get it. I was gonna say that apparently now people who have like podcasts and YouTube and all of that stuff, we shouldn't say, oh, you should subscribe. And apparently we shouldn't say our name.
Oh,
So
really?
that is apparently gives some sort of intrigue or like curiosity to say, oh, actually, who really are they?
Huh?
So we should let people find us. Apparently we shouldn't put our Instagram on there and anything. I'm just like, I'm too old for this. Okay.
Wow.
I'm just going to turn out and talk with my friend. And if people get it, they get it. And if they don't,
They don't. Yeah. Wow.
And I'm going to say my name because it's normal. Who
Why?
doesn't?
There's so many rules.
There's so many rules. It's like, you're going to lose 10,000 subscribers if you tell people to subscribe. I'm just like, what? It don't make no sense. So I shouldn't say you should subscribe, but I'm going to say it. So subscribe. And if you don't want it, that's also okay. But I will see you still next week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I hope this has been a good episode for you guys. We shall see you next week. My name is Dee.
I'm not going to say my name.
Oh, what, so people should search for you?
Search for me.
And that's Lish. And this is Allow It. See ya.
Bye.